Okay, now that we have got events and conversions rolling in GA4, let's take a step back and look at the core foundation of all your analytics data. We are talking about users, sessions, and traffic sources in GA4. These three matrices are the holy trinity of web analytics. Once you understand them, you'll be able to read any reports with confidence and actually understand what the numbers are telling you. So, what are users? Let's start with the basic. What is a user? To effectively use Google Analytics or any web analytics tool, you need to master these three foundational metrics, as I told: user sessions and traffic sources. These are the building blocks of digital analysis. Everything from campaign optimization to content strategy starts with understanding who is visiting your website, how often, what they do, and where they are coming from. In this module, we'll break down each of these core concepts, show how they work together, and explain why they matter for your marketing strategy, UX design, and business growth. Let's start with the basics. So, what is a user or what are user? A user is an individual who interacts with your website or app. In GA4, users are identified using cookies or device identifiers, and if configured properly via login based user IDs, unlike page views or sessions, users help you track human behavior across time. So in GA4, a user is basically a real person who visits your website or app. Now, GA4 tries to identify that person using cookies, browser data, or if you have set it up right, even login information. You will see three common types of users: new users, first time visitors to your platform, first time visitors, returning users, people who have visited before, people who have been there before, and engaged users who spend more than 10 seconds, view at least 2 pages, or complete a conversion event. And those who stay longer than 10 seconds, view multiple pages, or complete a conversion. So, why does this even matter? They represent your real audience, not just clicks or traffic value. Monitoring new versus returning users show how well you are retaining visitors. Segmentation by user type allows for personalization and better remarketing. For example, if 80% of your users are new and few return, you may need to improve content relevance or email follow up to increase loyalty, because we are not just counting clicks or visits, we are looking at actual people. Understanding your user base help you shape your strategy, your design, and even your messaging. So a real world example: if 80% of your users are new but hardly anyone returns, that could mean your content is not sticky enough, or maybe you're not following up with email marketing. Now, what are sessions? Next, we have got sessions. A session is a group of user interaction on your site that occur within a set time frame, typically 30 minutes. Once a user can have multiple sessions over different days or even within the same day. A session is basically a chunk of time a user spends on your site. Think of it like a single visit, from the moment someone lands on your page to when they leave or go idle for 30 minutes. One user can have multiple sessions in a day or over time. A session includes page views, button clicks, form submissions, or video plays or conversions. You can also look at matrices like session duration, how long users stay on your site; bounce session, visitors where users leave after one interaction; or engage sessions, active sessions where users interact meaningfully. In session duration can be how long people stick around; engage sessions, meaningful activity; and bounce session when someone leaves after seeing just one page. For example, if visitors are staying less than 30 seconds and bouncing, you might need to rework your landing page design or headline. If most of your sessions last under 30 seconds, that could mean people are not finding what they expected, or your landing page is not doing its job. Now, here's where it gets really powerful. Traffic sources. What are traffic sources? Traffic sources tell you how people arrive at your website. GA4 breaks this down using source, medium, and campaign data. Now, traffic source tells you how people found you, what brought them to your website in first place. GA4 breaks it down to source, the origin, the actual origin like Google, Facebook newsletter, and the medium, the channel type. The channel type, it can be organic, paid, email, etc. Campaign, the specific campaign name if tracked via UTM links. The specific campaign tracked through UTM links. Here are few common ones. Organic search from search engines like Google or Bing. Direct, users who typed your URL or used bookmark. Someone typed in your URL or used a bookmark. Referral from website that is linked to you. Traffic from another website. Paid search from Google Ads or other paid search platforms. Social, from your social media platforms like Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, etc., or from your email, from your newsletters or email blasts. Why traffic source data matters? It helps you identify your most valuable channels. You can compare performance across your platforms. It shows you where to invest more or less budget and effort. For example, if organic search traffic is converting better than paid ad, it may be time to improve SEO instead of increasing ad spend. Let's say you're spending a lot on Facebook ads, but GA4 shows that your best conversions are coming from Google search. That tells you to maybe shift your budget or optimize your SEO. Now, how these matrices work together, how it all works together. User sessions and traffic sources are most powerful when combined. Here's how they connect. A new user visits your website by clicking on a Google ad traffic source and spends 4 minutes browsing your products. That is a session. 4 minutes is considered a session. A returning user comes back via an email link traffic source and purchases a product after visiting 3 sessions. Here, where it clicks, these 3 things, users, sessions and traffic sources, don't live in silos, they work together. For example, a new user clicks on your email link, traffic source and spends 5 minutes browsing your blog session. A returning user comes from organic search, watches a video and completes a purchase, that's engaged session from a high intent user. By connecting the dots, you can figure out that which sources bring high value users, what session leads to conversion, where your users are dropping off and how you can fix it. A real life example case study, online learning platform. Let's take an online learning platform. Let me give you a quick real world example. An online course company saw traffic going up but signups were flat. They checked the GA4 and realized most traffic came from social media but sessions were short and bounce rates were high. So they revamped their landing pages, better headlines, simpler call to action, and guess what? In just 3 weeks, session duration increased by 30%, signups improved by 18%. That's the power of these matrices together. Here, a company online learning platform, the problem they were facing was traffic was growing but signups were flat. Inside, GA4 report shows that most sessions came from social media but bounce rates were high and session durations were short. So the action of the company optimizes social landing pages with clearer headlines and stronger call to action. Results, by this action, session time increased by 30% and conversions improved by 18% within 3 weeks. Key takeaways, let's wrap this up with a quick recap. Users is equals to who is visiting your site or app, who is visiting. Sessions is equals to how they interact with it or what they do. And traffic sources, where they come from. And together they'll help you understand audience behavior, track audience growth and retention, evaluate marketing campaign and performance, improve site engagement and user flow, target the right audience on the right platform, understand audience behavior, see which marketing channels work, optimize your site and funnel, grow smarter and not just bigger. What you learn in this module, by the end of this lesson, you will be able to define user sessions and traffic sources in GA4. Define user sessions and traffic sources, spot trends and red flags in your data, understand who's converting and why, make smarter decisions based on actual behavior. Use insights to improve acquisition and retention strategies. Final thoughts. No matter how advanced your analytics gets, success starts with understanding the basics. User sessions and traffic sources gives you essential insights into how your digital presence is performing and what needs to be changed. Mastering these matrices ensures your web strategy is not just based on guesswork but on data that reflects people and real behavior. You don't need to be a data scientist to understand your audience. You just need to know what to look for. And it starts right here with users, sessions, and traffic sources. Once you master this, the rest of your analytics journey will make a lot more sense. In the next lesson, we'll dive into building custom reports in GA4 so you can see the exact data that matters your goals.